Yeah, Dragon looked almost unstoppable in his winner's side run at CEO.
David, I gotta
almost
tell you.
unstoppable.
David, I gotta tell you. He looked like the strongest Mortal Kombat player on the planet on the winner's side of that bracket run at CEO. Can he continue that here at Evolution? That is the question. In his path is a F0xy Grampa, breaking out a brand new character. Is there familiarity? We're about to find out.
So both these characters, as you can see, have these full screen options. They're both really credible when it comes to zoning, but don't sleep on them when it comes to pressure either. They both have really good tools for that as well. And we've seen Dragon do that a lot so far this weekend.
Yeah, they play every phase of the game incredibly well, whether up close, whether far away. Both incredibly strong characters. That's why we're seeing him in Evolution, top 8, baby. And keeping the distance there, looking for the big read was Dragon, and that he's kind of taking that from CEO. That's the first time we saw him kind of get crazy with those up holders.
Got him. Dragon finding the moment right here. And F0xy Grampa not breaking away.
Ooh,
oh, right back into it. No offensive bar right there for Dragon to get more.
So Shang's a character that can't really do anything about Geyser. It looks like that's whenever I see Dragon abuse Geyser, he knows that it's a situation where it's unpunishable.
Exactly. Yeah, this is I would say considered a pretty tough matchup for Shang. That's my personal feeling on it so far.
That's honestly Dragon's personal opinion on it as well, because he was eyeballing Shang Tsung for the longest time after his release, and he said, you know what? Cetroin does really well against the character, and he still feels like Cetroin does well against the rest of the cast, so he didn't really feel a need to switch coming into EVO here.
Makes sense.
Looking at his results from CEO.
Yeah, hard to argue with that, right?
Yeah, it's really hard to argue with Cetroin doing that well for you, getting second place.
So he gets corner control because of this, and he backs off, not interested in getting up close to his opponent here. And I understand that. He's been doing such good work from full screen. No significant reason to change. You can see she's pestering with that Hellfire. Oh, okay, up skulls. Oh, he didn't have bar. Couldn't keep it up. Now Dragon's got it. Will there be a break in this situation? There's not.
Yeah, there's not much damage left on the table, really, in Cetroin's combos. Just decided to hold on to that defensive bar, throwing the 1-1 really quick, high mid coming at you.
Oh boy, they stared at each other.
And F0xy's all about those kind of characters that had that quick high mid that kind of looked like a throw. That's what the auto shimmy is in Mortal Kombat.
Wow. Okay, Dragon, very interesting choice. F0xy's in huge trouble. Oh no, that's bad news right there. Yeah.
And there's the knowledge that you talked about. Is it there for Dragon? It looks like it 100% is. Coming in his top 8, he looks prepared. Will F0xy make the switch back to Kung Lao? I think that's the big question here in this game number 2.
I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't seen him do it all weekend, but the way that game went, I'd be worried, I think, to continue with the character choice that he came into it with.
That looked like a little bit of a
struggle. He's going back
there,
into it, though.
Full screen. He believes.
He is doing it, yeah. And this is certainly a character who can, or a player who can make big adaptations. All right, corpse drop, as you can see, for Shang is a big thing. Just a throw punish. Very F0xy Grampa thing to do.
Yeah, F0xy Grampa. We think deciphered why he plays characters. It's not any of the throw advantages, the where the throws lead you, the auto shimmies, anything like that. It's just that the character has a throw brutality, we think.
Yeah. It's funny, for somebody who likes to zone and control, play footsies and the like, he still gets some of the most throws of anybody in the whole scene. He's very throw heavy, even while playing zoners.
The most seen brutality in pro competition history has been the Kung Lao throw brutality.
Oh,
he gets
yeah,
it
absolutely.
every single time.
Great and important block right there, at risk for a crushing blow if that goes wrong. So look at this, F0xy. We were talking about how this is tough for his character, and yet he's got the life lead and he seems fine.
I think I just saw something very weird happen. Did the wall from Cetroin absorb the first up skull, but the second up skull still came out?
That makes sense.
Very interesting. Actually punished wall for being an absorbent of that special move.
Chip, it's not enough, and no punish, this should be enough, yeah. He was gonna meter burn that for the extra damage. That corpse drop really does a lot of damage.
And it's gonna keep her at bay with all of those aerial teleports, the Hell's Wraths up there in the sky.
Smart jump over right there. You see F0xy Grampa not overcommitting this thing's at the full screen area. Ooh, now Dragon is ready. Just as I talked up F0xy not overcommitting. Out of it. That's what I'm talking about. Who throws more than this guy?
And what he likes about Shang, off of the throw, unlike Kung Lao, so Kung Lao's throw puts you right next to him, right? And he can push that same guessing situation. With Shang, he likes that. It puts you full screen and likes to implement the zoning game.
Totally, yeah. And he's definitely taking control of that. Wow, teleport directly into Geyser right there. An unusual move, but it worked out for Dragon.
That's Dragon feeling the pressure right there. That's the Cetroin like panic right there. Is the far teleport into the Geyser. Gotta love it. But it kind of punishes people's reaction to the teleport.
Anything that Dragon takes right now is death.
But
Foxy knows that.
Anything on
Wake up!
Geyser.
Oh, surprise!
Wait, we've seen crazier things at 1%.
We have.
All these throws
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wake up! Block into up skulls just like that. All right, Foxy, let's go. It's 1-1.
Gotta respect the belief there not to make the switch. After that first game, the belief there for Foxy paying off. 1-1. No
Great.
blowouts here on the winner's side. And I don't think we expect any less.
No.
No.
Yeah, these are amazing players. Scene is so strong nowadays.
Round 1, fight.
So Foxy did great in that one, and he really did it by controlling the stage, which is what, yeah, okay, so when up skulls happen, the second skull always comes out with the same time. And that means that you should be able to flawless block it. You can do it, and so you should do it. And of course, many characters, when they do flawless block, they'll get punished, as we just saw her do it.
Yeah, very, very good implementation of anti-Shang Tsung tech. The knowledge needed. Knowledge is power in fighting games, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, boy. It's partying out here, Dragon.
The restand and the throw. Good tech from Foxy.
I was talking about how these characters can both also pressure, not just zone. And it may be that Dragon felt the zoning wasn't good enough in the last game, so he's going in for more pressure here.
Yeah, he spent most of that match working his way in and dealing with the zoning of Shang Tsung. Beautifully used to teleport that situation, by the way.
Okay.
Gets the side switch. Is this enough? And there we go, Dragon. Making the adjustments early. And we kind of saw that also in his previous tournaments where he has that switch that he can flip to go from more defensive zoning oriented to offense immediately.
That punished, okay.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, let me stop. 147 for just a projectile is massive.
Right,
here,
yeah.
11.
It's like landing a throw. Foxy is kind of on the approach. You know, he's playing this interesting game of threatening to run in, which is something that the Shang can do for sure, or stand back and zoning. But there's this little middle ground right there where he's constantly threatening, and Dragon doesn't seem like he's sure what to do about it.
Dragon. Ooh, that's flawless block right there. Not going to come up that breakaway. I think just wants to save a potential final round. You see two different sides of a coin in that situation. Some have that belief in like breakaway, but if it doesn't pay off, you leave yourself vulnerable in the final round.
Oh, patience right there for Foxy. Didn't want to do anything.
Well, I see a lot of the mind games. Dragon
here's a
playing on
chance.
those jump hits. There's a punish. Wait a minute. Jump kick, fatal blow. Could be enough. Didn't believe.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I'm shocked he did not do that fatal blow right there. But you know what? Just regained the health lead all of a sudden.
Oh, he did actually duck it? What?
And Foxy may have just missed a flawless block. Who knows? Didn't have any defensive bar. He really had to hold in that situation. Wow. The comeback from Dragon. And in two scenarios, didn't come off of a breakaway, ate a lot of damage to put himself in that hole, and then didn't come off the fatal blow. He did not believe in winning that round, I think, the entire time.
Right, yeah,
he just won it naturally.
It just happened despite his best efforts.
If that's not a champion, I don't know what is.
Right, yeah, you're just going to win even on accident. Yeah, 6.
He's like, I don't need these.
yeah, he's
I don't
played
need
so
these
well.
tools that they give me, okay?
Oh, look at this. You know, we saw how often Foxy didn't press buttons in those situations because he didn't want to take this risk right here.
Yeah. What's so cool about Cetroin is she's got amazing. Oh! Missing the guys there. She's got such great dashes, backward and forward, and has great staggers off of stand 1, off just forward 2, because you're always respecting something, and she's got this great kind of in and out presence that you see there.
Got it. Dragon now full away, but he does need to make a little bit of a comeback here. He blocks low just in case. There was no offensive bar, though, on Foxy's side. Oh, yeah, that boulder.
Yeah, it's definitely in Cetrion's favor. That boulder does not play around.
See what I'm talking about? So if you block that, then Shang has an advantage, but you can just duck it as well.
Can. So many people, though, it's universally mids that or overheads in NRS games. So just his is so unique, and the throw's going to take it for Foxy up around here, trying to send us to a game 5. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so that approach for Shang Tsung is a high, that's plus, or you can just do an overhead, which means that that would blow up somebody trying to just duck.
And it is so cool that they have similar animations.
They look similar too,
It really
yeah.
is a mix-up coming in from downtown in Shang. All right, there we go. There's the forward 4 once again and getting ducked. Oh, sorry, not ducked by Dragon. We have seen him do it one time before. He's broken away in that same situation multiple times, and Foxy's really utilizing that forward four to close the gap. And we haven't seen it a whole lot in the first couple games. That's been a mid-set adjustment by him.
That's right.
It's paying off.
Dragon trying to find these moments here. Again, even Chip right now is nice for F0xy Grampa. Doesn't have idea. Oh, okay, here she is. That's one of the strengths for this character, that mobility. And it's part of why it's hard to just zone her out. Oh, I think he wanted to get the whip punish right there.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Are you kidding?
And it traded!
Oh no, he dropped the geyser! What do I just go to fatal blow? Probably too slow to stop, but he's gonna get it there! Match point, Dragon!
A couple of times we've seen him take rounds that seems like he probably shouldn't have taken. So shout outs to Dragon for being able to find the victory regardless. And as you said, it is match point for him to face Sonic Fox in winners finals.
What composure
We
so
saw
far.
that. It would be a run back. We'll talk about it later though if it happens.
Oh, indeedy. Block on the body drop.
Look at that. As I said, nobody gets more grabs, especially in a zoning situation, than this guy right here.
Ooh, out of the port. Stopping that teleport read. That's really paid off for Dragon. He's got a lot of clutch punishes with that teleport.
Didn't expect the pillar. And now it's in F0xy. Okay, the duck. It's the punish. Yes, crushing blow.
There's the breakaway. Dragon knocking on winners finals door right now.
F0xy needs something big. He confirms it. Of course, breakaway comes right back into its Dragon. It's not enough. It's not enough. Fatal blows on deck for F0xy Grampa. If he finds the right moment, the duck into the down two. That's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. That's a high. You can duck it. You take a risk in doing so. But Dragon knew it was coming.
Oh, sending the claws. You cannot escape. Long death. Wrong game, but